Thank you for the invitation. And the first time I present at Cambridge House. This is my thesis, and silver is a new lithium. It's not okay. This is my disclaimer. This is only for education and entertainment only. This is my second disclaimer. I mostly manage my family's asset. Okay, so I'm investor more like watching the market and see where the opportunity is. I'm not gold bug or silver bug where people talk about pop-up. And I actually exit most of the gold silver stock. If people long enough remember 2012, actually 2011 was the peak. I didn't exit exactly at the peak. I got out of mostly at 2012 to avoid the carnage. So and also I like to buy bargain, and back 2 years ago, I was pounding the table when silver hit $12. If you remember the March of 2020, it's the silver really go down when it hit 12, hit 11 actually at the bottom, and people think it will go to single digit. Almost everybody thinks, but I was buying at 12. So far, so good. I see silver demand will pick up dramatically. We could have a squeeze in silver 10 times than of last year, and then potentially we'll have a gold-silver ratio back to 10. Let me explain how that happened. First, I got a lot of people ask me about China, so I just briefly tell you what's going on in China, okay? The lockdown in Shanghai is one of the worst in the history, and people are very, very upset. A lot of friends in Shanghai, mostly they are fund managers. So they were selling everything like a month ago. That's actually triggered the recent downturn because they have a U.S. stock, they have China stock, they have Hong Kong stock, they have everything. They have no food. Some were staying in the office. Some have to hike like 10 miles back home or something. So it's a very, very, terrible situation. The COVID case down 95%. That was last week, and now it's down 97% last time I checked from last night. So it looks like they will reopen in June. Okay, so China, if the lockdown is over, I see physical gold and silver demand, especially gold demand will jump because people don't do mail order on gold. You don't buy gold from Amazon. You go to a gold shop, you have to feel it, you have to see what they like. So I see physical gold demand. And then Chinese currency will likely go down. 127 seems to be almost certain they will go down to 127, but I see a lot of people want to exchange into Chinese. I've been hearing they want to, if they hit 1.7, they may go back. So actually 1.7 could be around the fair value at this moment at least. Let me explain to you. The bottom is a global silver supply. The left, okay, this is a global silver supply, and this is a global demand. According to our Silver Institute report published a few weeks ago, okay, they see actually the demand will go down this year. Okay, in the solar panel, the one I try to mark is solar panel, go down from 13% to 12%. Okay, that's their thesis. Let me show you why they think it's a thesis. They think the thesis is so silver loading factor, the loading factor in solar panel. We're talking about solar panel right now. That's my main talking point. Solar panel is the largest application of silver, industrial use. Okay, it's used about 110 to 120 million ounces per year. Total is 1 billion. Okay, you see the 1 billion is forever, has been here for a long time. So solar panel, the Silver Institute thesis is that the loading factor continue to go down. You see that? Continue to go down. Well, the usage actually going up because the solar panel demand has been going exponentially, right? So even the loading factor going down, they think they will continue to go down. They think people will make a thinner silver, whatever, make it narrower to use less and less silver per panel. Okay, that's their thesis. And let me tell you why I think it's wrong. The silver usage line, I try to highlight. Currently, this is a called PPAC, okay? This is currently. And then the one coming next year, the TOPCon, the silver loading factor will increase by 50%. Around 50%, that's next year. And then there's another one coming, the next technology called HJT, that will increase triple the silver usage per panel. And then the number is right there, okay? All these are in Chinese, but I put some English translation there. But the difference between the PPAC versus TOPCon produce 5% more electric, 5% more. JTT is at another 5% more. Okay, so, and then you think, oh, they use so much silver, and then it's much more expensive. No, it doesn't work that way, because solar panel is a huge farm. You imagine something like from here all the way to Vancouver Airport, right? They have so much infrastructure, so much land acquisition, and then they need a power management, they need a battery, they need a power transmission line. Those are actually major costs. But the solar panel itself actually is quite small. There is another technology called IBC. Actually, they claim they can get a better silver, get better efficiency. They claim they have better efficiency, but cost twice as much right now in production. So I think all the people in the industry believe the TOPCon will become very quickly transfer from PPAC to TOPCon very quickly. So this can happen even later this year, but most likely will be next year. So this chart, the top one, the loading factor will, instead of going down, will going up dramatically. And it's not over yet. I mean, so, there is getting a new trend. It's called double-sided solar panel. It's getting more and more popular. You know, this double-sided solar panel, mostly in China, but they can start export out of China. This is in Saudi Arabia. It's in the desert setting. Okay, you have all these solar panel, maybe 30-degree layout, and then if you double-sided, the bottom, they have some reflection coming in. So that can generate another 30%. Actually worth the cost. And also, another positive is that when there's a sandstorm, when there's or some area have a dirty rain whatsoever, the top layer will get dirty. Much easier to maintain, so you can flip it. So that's become more and more popular. And then that will double the silver per panel. That's very clear, right? So you have on each solar panel, the silver going up 50%, 150, 200%, and then you double-side it. You think about how much more silver will be needed per panel. How much silver demand will be used in the solar panel. So that's my thesis, and then this is a trend. And then unfortunately, it's not project very well. So the solar cost of solar energy in the bottom is like the lowest. Okay, it's the lowest than anything right now, because the solar panels cost is going down like crazy. Okay, and then there's a very big demand in China. I talked a little bit today in the panel discussion. China actually fully committed for Paris Agreement, even though it's not because they're good faith, because China needs a stimulus. Okay, because Chinese economy is very weak, so they are determined to hit Paris Agreement, and China is the largest solar panel user. So I think Europe also very, very strong in the Paris Agreement because their energy is having a crisis. There's talk, European, especially Germany, they are building a solar panel around Sahara Desert. Eventually, they want to cover part of the Sahara Desert with solar panel. That will power all Africa and then build a transmission line to Europe to cover everything. That's 100% cover. Just need a small part of the Sahara Desert to be covered by the solar panel. So this is things coming. And then you see the solar panel, things about that is like a cell phone, right? Once you hit it, once iPhone hit it, everybody wants it. Because the cost of the solar energy is lowest already. So this can go up very, very quickly. I even think there's a mining company, it's a company called the Spanish Stillwater. I mean, last time they said they have problem power in South Africa, they built their own solar panel because it's cheaper, even cheaper than they're getting from the power authority. So this takes off, solar panel takes off, and the loading factor takes off. You have a double whammy here. My point is, we need much more silver per panel, and then the panel also takes off. So it's conceivably that the silver usage can even go to 300 million. I mean, 300, I think it's conservative. If it really takes off, it can go much higher. But even you get a 200, 250, we will see the deficit Okay, silver will get to deficits first time in a generation because we have 1 billion ounce per year silver forever, right? So, and then we always have surplus. If we go to deficit, even just start tipping the deficit, investment will horn silver. And then we can easily see very high silver price. I wouldn't be surprised silver go to triple digit. The key would be, I think, we have time. Right now, market is so bad. I think you guys are smartest investor out here. You can start accumulating particular silver asset this year. And then when the forecast of the solar panel coming out next year, and then the manufacturers start order silver, that will be second half of this year. People will start realize silver may run into shortage. And then when next April, when the Silver Institute publish 2023 report, if it show any difference from this current report, people will realize we are in the deficit of silver. So, but you want to be positioned before that. That's how you make money. You make a lot of money if you're right, most people are wrong. That's why you are here. You are the smart investor. So I'm very excited. Again, I'm not a silver bug, I won't say again, but I see a great future of silver in the next 6 to 12 months. So this is a chart, and just quickly go through that. This is a silver chart. This is actually borrowed from my friend Chris Cat. Silver looks pretty good, and then U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar is very strong. You see it right now. It may break 105. Okay, long time resistance here. Go back to maybe 110 or 115 area. However, let's see from another angle. I show you an angle I just downloaded from China. The solid line is a Chinese government. Okay, put a solid line, which is Americans' federal deficit, along with the U.S. dollar. From this chart, if you can see that U.S. dollar is extremely overvalued. That's from the Chinese policymaker point of view. They have 3 trillion of U.S. dollars. Think about what they're going to do. Okay, I'm pretty bullish on, we only have a couple minutes left, and the PGM is a very special situation because mostly produced in Russia, mostly produced South Africa. South Africa's PGM mining contract subject to renew this year. Okay, last time, 5 years ago, they have a renew. What happened? Strike, bloody strike. People got killed. If investors still remember investing in platinum, what happened? Platinum went up $1,000 on that news. Okay, so for you want to prepare for the, when market is like today, down 1,000, maybe down another 1,000, and then platinum may drop to 800. Or something. A smart guy will snatch it, hold it for a few months when they have a strike in South Africa, which is quite likely because the way I look, okay, but you have to follow that. Platinum jump, you sell. Okay, because when they jump, when they have a strike, when they have all these news, all the user will have to buy. They want to secure 5 years of supply, because only South Africa, Russia, then you sell. That's how you make money. So that's another possibility. And then China has been heavily accumulating. Yeah, this is a chart, and you see the platinum, and then it's very volatile. I see it go up $1,000. It seems to be, reasonable. Maybe 500, but still you can make a lot of money if that happens. And bullish on gold, and Russian, we know that Russian central bank is buying unlimited gold. China has more than 3 trillion in foreign reserve, right? So they're probably looking for hedge. China launched a digital currency. They probably want more gold to make their digital currency look strong. And then U.S. dollar use transaction. I think a lot of countries will stay away from U.S. dollar, especially China and Russia. And we see more and more central bank buying gold. Okay, I think I'm quite bullish on gold, and recent performance of Bitcoin showing that Bitcoin is not a hedge against the market. Bitcoin is actually go with the market, right? Gold is a hedge against the market crash. So this is Chinese yuan. I don't have too much time, so there's zero transaction. That's based on next generation technology. So their transaction costs are very, very low, even much lower than Bitcoin. Okay, so the government subsidized a little bit, make a zero transaction fee. It's getting very popular. You see in the Olympic, it's already using the digital RMB, and I'm pretty sure that if it's getting popular, it is getting popular in China. because zero transaction fee. Why Amazon would love they don't pay any transaction fee. Right? They hate paying Visa, Master 2-3%. So that will probably force American, for the United States government to do something. This is some investment idea. Gold always the first to take off after the crisis of 2000, 2008, and 2020. And today, actually, we see the Dow is down 1,100 points, and gold actually up a little bit. It's very interesting because gold, they show a strong support around 1,800. Okay, gold usually go up first before the general market. You remember that. It's happened all the time. So if you see gold start go up, even you don't invest in gold, you invest in other things, you can start to put some money because gold is a canary in the coal mine. Right? They gave you the indication. And the silver is very interesting, as I said. I think the solar panel usage will explode, regardless of the market condition, because all these governments, I think they're determined to install a lot of solar panel. And then they have to use silver. I show you, they have to use a lot of silver to make it more efficient. Actually, worth every penny. Each solar panel only increase like 50 milligram of silver. Right now, only a few pennies, right? So for those, it's nothing. Okay, so they're even willing to pay double the price right now for a little bit better efficiency. So it's time to accumulate high-quality companies, and you see a lot of good companies out there, and in this downturn. So yeah, in general, I mean, I don't like, there are too many pump and dumps, yeah. So I don't like that. I don't like zero-sum game. I always looking for old-fashioned ways. I like to see companies' success, to grow, to build some real asset, to build a real mine, and then to make money for everybody, not just promoters or people who really pump the stock. And finally, go the stock pickers market. Since we are here, we have about half a minute. I mean, I can tell you one idea you can buy right now, which I think I would. It's a company called Polymetal. It's Russian. It's a Russian company, but unfortunately, it's 52% Russian. Okay, 48%. If they are 49% Russian, they are okay. Because it's 52% Russian, they were kicked out of the index. 17 index, they were sold. All these index holders, they got a raw deal. They got kicked out of it, and they're the 5th largest silver producer in the world, 10th largest gold producer in the world. The PE right now is 2. They pay 30% dividend. If they continue to pay last year's dividend, and then in August, they plan to split into 2, Russian, non-Russian. The price will be very different. You look at the chart, it's down 85%. Okay, and then most broker you cannot buy. That's make it very attractive. You have to find the right broker. In the United States, only Merrill Lynch and Fidelity can buy it. Thank you.